This is how it all started. I was living in Biloxi and I went up to Nashville and I went to visit my friend Darcy. And Darcy recently had lost her mom to breast cancer, and she was sharing her experience about like watching her mom pass away and how her mom was at peace with it. So at peace with it that she was telling other people to like not worry about her. She was comforting everybody else about her dying. And I really thought that was such a interesting idea, a concept, to be telling everybody else, hey, I'm okay, I'm gonna be okay, and you don't need to worry about me. And one of the things that Darcy said was that she wore her mom's sweaters around after her mom passed away to give her comfort, and this idea about like her mom almost saying, you know, you can take my sweaters if they keep you warm. Like after she was gone, like, hey, you can have these things that have meant something to me or that have brought me comfort. I'm giving them to you to bring you comfort. And then outside of that, I was trying to process what it must be like to pass on, you know. There's this really cool book and movie that I really love called Big Fish, where this dad tells his son all of these tall tales about his life, and those tall tales are all that this son knows about his dad. And so like the whole book is this retelling of this man's life from the perspective of the son. And in the dad's final moments, the dad asks his son to tell his last tall tale, which is, he says, how I go, tell me how I go, tell me how I die, you know? And so this final moment was in the movie, at least, is where the son tells how he swoops up his dad from the hospital bed. He runs out of the hospital with these people chasing him. There's like this big car chase. It's really hilarious. And they stop at these woods because basically the son is gonna pick up his dad and drop him off in the water, where his dad will become this big fish and swim away, you know? Just, you know, a big fish, like all these tall tales that his dad has been telling. And so as the son tells the story, he talks about how, you know, all of these people throughout this man's life are in the woods cheering him on as his son is bringing him down into the water. And it's such a beautiful moment. It was like what a way to go, right? You know, what a way to, you know, as you're dying, to be cheered on. And that concept kind of connected with Darcy's story about her mom for me. And so I wondered if when I die, I wanted it to be like a homecoming parade, like, and so this lyric just smacked me in the face. And it was, I can feel the ticker tape on my face as I march from death into an afterlife parade. You know, I just love those images from World War II when soldiers came home and the ticker tape parades in New York. And I was just like, man, what a way to come home. I was like, what if that's what passing on is like? And I'd like that for it to feel like that for me. Beyond that, this song was super folky and it was very different from anything I had done before, and I wasn't too sure about it. I just knew that I was like onto something lyrically, and it spoke to me on a really, really deep level. Darcy's story about her mom really moved me, and it woke me up to this feeling that I was stuffing in my life because I had had all these really hard times happening, and I was just sort of, I don't know, numb to it, and I was trying to like avoid it. And all of a sudden her mom's response to dying made me think, no, what if we took it head on? Like, what if we felt all these things and brought comfort? And so the afterlife parade idea just became so much bigger. Eventually it became about, man, I really want to help myself with these songs. I want to help the people I love with these songs, like process loss and see that death is just a part of life, and it's not just not even just like physically dying, but just like we experience death in lots of different areas of our lives when we change and when we grow, and maybe that's something to be celebrated, not necessarily something to run away from.